3.
Welcome to NZ End Table Podcast, or NZEP, because NZ End Table Podcast sells dry balls.
NZEP, wasn't it? NZEP.
NZEP.
NZEP, that's right.
Yeah.
And Zep, Jared.
Wol here, and I've also got Jared, and Yulia, the Russian.
Hi.
Jared,
hi, Wol. Yep.
You're all right?
I'm good.
You're looking a bit tense there in the corner.
I'm not sure if I'm a
Because
tense
he's
or a TP.
nervous.
You're too tense.
Yep.
I'm not tense, but it's good to be here, Wol.
Yep.
Number, what? I can't remember. What number are we?
72?
72. Mark, is it? 72?
72, correcto.
72. Yay.
All right. This week we have fans of television and film and music. He combines all three together at once. Mr. Johnny Barker. Well, give it up to Johnny.
Hello.
Hey, Johnny.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on board.
My pleasure.
So it's been a bit of a mission for you getting to the studio here.
Yes.
Tonight.
Yeah. I'm glad I made it. It was touch and go. We've just been shooting a sketch for the show Jono and Ben on TV3 out at the Haunted Spookers.
Love it.
We were shooting this gigantic, fantastic war sketch, so we were blowing things up, and it was one of those days you really wait for, so it was air
I love that
cannons.
place. I've been there twice.
Have you done the running through and getting
Yes,
freaked out by all the
a
out-of-work
forest and a
actors?
haunted house. Yes.
Scary stuff.
They are freaking talented actors, I thought.
Yes.
They are.
Well, they're full commitment, which is what freaks me out. Because if you've got a bunch of actors who aren't working much and then they find themselves a gig like Spookers,
Yeah.
they go all in, and I think they get their kicks
Are
out
we
of.
getting a little bit cuckoo like after actually?
Well, yes,
playing
like
the-
a method actor, somebody who takes their role extremely seriously. I
And
think
then you have
that
to take off your makeup at the end of the day if you work to Spookers, right?
I
Yeah.
still haven't washed my hands from the shoot, and I still feel a little bit icky. Punchy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, you'll just love this theory of yours,
Hmm.
don't you?
Yeah. Actually, you'd make a good mad scientist as well.
There was
in Spookers.
there's a film by David Lynch called Lost Highway, and there's an actor in there who's the creepy murderer actor, and he's the guy who has the phone conversation with himself. It turns out later on, years and years and years later, he murdered somebody. So
During the making of that film?
no,
Or-
like years after
Oh, but he
the
did.
film.
Okay.
So he turned out
So
to
he
be,
did it the other way around. He
Yeah,
got
like
the
life imitating
experience.
art.
Life imitating.
Wow.
art.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Ooh.
when you're at Spookers,
Mm.
you obviously don't work there, but you were working there today with the shoot.
Yes.
And you're the director.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
are you also the writer who comes up with the ideas?
No,
why did
no.
you choose?
I don't. So the process is there's a wonderful team of writers, comedians who on the pulse and doing
Yeah.
their topical stuff and all that. So they for this one, for example, they had the concept of doing a Wonder Woman sketch,
Yeah.
and it's called Wonder Man. And it's about a very average guy who puts the rubbish out without being asked, and he sort of steals Wonder Woman's thunder. So at my end, when a script lands on my desk, I go through, make sure I understand what we're trying to say,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then I break down locations, casting, props, costumes.
So it was your idea, for example, to go to Spookers?
to shoot at Spookers? Absolutely,
yeah.
because I've shot out there before, and they're very
Ah,
accommodating.
okay, Yeah.
I can make a huge mess, and
Yeah.
and it looked like World War One with the old red brick building.
Wow.
Because it would be because Wonder Woman is very timely because the movie's coming out
Coming
very
out next
shortly.
week.
That's
isn't it?
right,
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
topical.
so it's very topical,
Mm.
and of course they're all World War One, aren't they?
Yes,
Or was it World
Yeah.
War Two?
it is World War One.
It is
'cause-
World War One, hence and so
Yeah.
John and Ben are in Soldier.
So they're not actually
Oh, I
in
shouldn't-
this
I
one,
don't
but
wanna- no,
Laura
spoiler.
is the lead as Wonder Woman.
But she's-
But in terms of World War One and World War Two, I've seen a ton of World War Two stuff. Band of
Yeah.
Brothers is my favorite series. It's
yeah.
just incredible.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm up to speed on how to shoot World War Two,
Yeah.
especially for a comedy, which is you don't have to take it too seriously.
Yeah.
But my World War One research was, I was not up to speed. So I was on the computer quickly, like, oh, what did the
I
Americans
think-
wear? What did the,
Yeah, yeah.
You should watch a little bit of Russian movies. There are lots about the World War scene.
What would be
Yeah.
your recommendation of a film I should
War
watch?
and Peace.
Well, the Women Battalion. That's the one that I reviewed. Remember the last?
Oh yeah, it's fully Russian. Yeah,
Mm.
Johnny, I'm not too sure if you want to take that one on just for your first Russian outing.
It's very tragic. It's very tragic, but true story.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, Johnny, you're no stranger in front of the camera as well as behind, and I think Yulia
Yeah.
was going to ask you, because she was going to take the lead on this and ask you a couple of questions.
Oh
About
yes, please
Yeah.
fire away.
Yulia, the mic is all used because we talk too much, apparently. So.
Mike is on mine.
Yeah.
And she's. Are you a bit of a Shorty fan as well?
I am. In
Yeah,
fact,
so,
I have
yeah,
not
like-
watched a single episode. That is the
She's
true
Russian.
story.
She's Russian.
Love the honesty.
Yeah, Russian honesty. I mean,
I'm
she
very
takes from Putin. He's very honest.
Direct with that. So I don't know, what is it about?
Wow, you're hearing it all today. Here.
Well, it all starts
First thing first.
once upon a time in a hospital far, far away.
Close to you.
That was a rhetorical. So that's
Sorry,
cool.
it's my
but
bad. I
but-
interrupted you with that question.
No,
You choose your own question.
why would you watch Shortland? Not joking.
Well, it's not for
Playing
everybody.
a
It's not for everybody.
It's not, because you're a serial killer there, right? It's
I played
from
serial
the
killer,
article that I read today.
Absolutely, yeah.
How is it to kill people in a movie? Because I mean, I believe you're not a killer in real life.
Are you
right?
not a
Are
killer?
you a
Are you
method
not?
actor?
Shall we?
Was
believe
that a rhetorical question, or would you like an answer?
I'd like an answer.
No, never killed anybody
Good.
yet.
And how is it to play a killer?
How is
in
it to
the
play a
movie?
killer? It was fantastic. I
Wow.
loved the experience. I don't condone killing, but in terms of using your imagination and being a part of a project that can get under people's skin and spin people out and give somebody an experience and escapism, you know, it was great fun. The process was amazing.
Right.
Yeah, really, really.
And so
fun
is it like a
process.
thriller type of? I don't know how many episodes you were playing there.
I
but-
was on the show for a short period. I did 8 months
Oh, 8
on
months,
the show, and
okay.
I was quite lucky because for with my part, I was cast as like happy-go-lucky nurse. So I was playing it like JD from Scrubs.
Right.
So it was like very goofy and silly and relaxed, and
So no
and
one would
then-
really thought that you are.
that's right,
person.
including me.
Mm.
So I had no clue
Ah.
that I was going to be playing a killer. So a character died, and you know we were like, oh, that's a bit weird. And then another character died. We're like, whoa! Everybody starts dying,
Oh.
and we started going, well, who's?
Who did it?
I mean, their contracts are
Bloody
ending,
hell.
and they're, you know. So it was a guessing game
Oh,
for
really?
us
So
for a while.
you weren't told,
So
you had
past
no idea?
wasn't-
No, so the only clue I had was when I first auditioned for the show, I did an audition piece, which was very straightforward, kind of silly. And then they said, do it again. And this time, do the piece as if you've got something to hide. So being a soap
Oh.
opera, it's a soap opera.
So,
So
a little
it's,
suspicious
You could be hiding
kind
anything.
of.
Yeah.
so, yeah, I just sort
Yeah.
of ended the scene and did some evil eyes. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, perfect. Look at that.
And does someone kill you at the end?
Yes.
Yeah. When did you find out, Johnny, that you were going to be given the?
As soon as they told me I was playing the killer, I was like, well, this is only going to last so long. You know what I mean? So I think I was there for about 5 months playing good guy, and then they told me it was going to be me. And then I had a couple of months before they were going to reveal that I was playing, that my character was the killer.
Yeah.
So during the last 2 months, I pushed the character's niceness and played all the red herrings to try to throw the scent off my character, because I knew that I really wanted to, once they revealed it, flick the switch.
Yeah.
And the wonderful thing that happened was when we revealed that the character was the killer, none of the other characters knew, but I knew that the audience were watching me like a hawk. So I got this wonderful opportunity to continue to play like nice guy, happy, and then as soon as they'd turn around, I'd be so
Evil guy,
dark,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and played
Suspicious.
this two-sided character, which was just such a treat.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Such
Yeah.
a
These
treat.
are method
Now,
acting,
Just
Mark.
going on with the audience, you mentioned the audience. Did you get some kind of, from the public?
Backlash?
Backlash from the public. I mean,
How much time were we
Social
got?
media.
Yeah.
I mean, sort
Yeah.
of, because there's a lot of people out there that think they can't separate reality from fiction.
Yeah, there's a couple of different layers to that
Yeah.
to that very interesting dilemma.
Mm.
For starters, a lot of people watch the show religiously, and there's a huge percentage of people that love that show so much and take it so seriously, and it's a big part of who they are. And so they become affected by their favourite character's been killed off. But I'm pretty sure that most people still know that there is a camera and a writer and an actor.
Yeah.
And
Traumatizing.
there's a framework, right?
Yeah.
But there's a small percentage of people who are so locked in and believe that it's all
Yeah.
legit.
Well, it's interesting you say it
you
because
know?
they're all aware that it's television, but at the same time, if you sit in the staff room, you know, at work,
Yeah.
like I'm a school teacher, and we're talking about teachers here,
And you talk
they
about
will
them
be
like,
talking about characters, and I'm thinking they're talking about, you know, someone who lives next door,
like
but
their,
they're
their
talking...
niece is in a coma.
Yeah.
You're like, oh
Yeah,
my
you
god.
go, oh, really?
Oh, it's the
Wow,
people
it's-
on the TV. It's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
so they do, especially a lot of kids watch that show too.
But you
so,
killed
Yes,
quite a few
yeah.
people, though, didn't you, Johnny? About 6 people, didn't you kill on the show?
Yeah,
Yeah, 7 people.
8.
And which was
You'd
the-
be one of the most prolific
Yeah.
villains
Yeah.
you've had on there, I would say.
Yeah, I think I got the most numbers. I'm pretty proud of that.
So, and it's hard getting work as an actor, you know, so you're one of the lucky ones that has got work.
I've been
What-
very lucky. Yeah.
So
for
what?
sure.
I mean, you've worked hard. You know, you've done well. I'm not
Sure,
saying
yeah.
it was just all luck.
Yeah, sure.
Right place, right time. But
Yeah.
how did it feel when you knew that your contract was up? Were you kind of a bit slacked off? Like,
Not really. No.
no.
No,
time to
see-
move?
He was killed. How could?
No, but I mean, you know,
but that's
it was the
that's
end of the work.
That's a good point because when I realised that it was going to be this crescendo
Yeah.
of like going out in a blaze of glory,
Yeah.
as an actor, that's all you could ask for.
So it's big.
It's like
billboard
this
stuff,
is
yeah.
the work that I want to do.
Yeah.
It may be short, maybe
Yeah.
like dying as a method actor. It might be over pretty quickly, but you know, at the stage I'm at now, so say like, you know, you're trying to pay off this or you're trying to make some money for that. That's
Yeah.
when you want to get on a show like Shortland Street and hang in there and do a Michael
So when you
Galvin
walk
and
along
do
the
20
street-
Absolutely. Yeah.
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 When you walk on the street, do people come up to you and say, "You are the one"?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They do.
Yeah, but since it was a long time ago now, it's like 10 years ago. So now
Oh, was
people,
it?
yeah, it was a very long time
Okay.
ago. But the funny thing is that a lot of people still, now the funny thing is I'll meet someone and I'll start talking to them and they'll be very standoffish and they don't, and they're trying to figure it out and they dislike
Yeah.
me big time. And then as soon as they realize that's me, they're like, oh my gosh. And then
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
friendly
Oh, bro.
chats.
Oh,
And
good.
Bro,
but
this-
to
yeah,
begin with,
bro.
they're like, oh, I know, I don't know where you're from, but I dislike you. So
Hey,
that's
listen,
really confusing. you know?
Johnny, I just want to you guys. There's been a lot of talk about the tipping in the news lately. Mark, you don't tip. I know you're a bit of a Scrooge, but Paula Bennett's brought that up. Have
I
you
give
ever?
tips.
Yeah, you give
as
tips.
as an information,
But
like handy tips.
I'm just wondering, Johnny, have you
Here's
ever
a tip.
given
Keep
have
your
you ever
nose
given
clean.
tips, or have you ever got off a free meal because of using your status as an actor? What's it happen in a restaurant or anything like that?
No, I don't. Not so much. I mean, back at the time, I remember lining up to go into like a nightclub or whatever, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, hey, come on in." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure, that's cool." So
Oh, good.
that sort of thing. But
Now, well,
Never
we're going
really
to
explained
it.
we're going to
Music,
guys.
okay,
We're going to
because-
go music now. Yulia, your question for music.
Oh, music. Yes. Your new single, "Haunted House."
yeah,
Yes. Was it?
it was actually 2 years old, but
Oh,
you know,
it's 2 years old.
it's taken me a while to
In
get.
Russia, only
it
come
together.
out last week.
Yeah.
yes.
It's huge in Russia.
We're big in Russia.
Not.
Things move very fast in Russia.
Thanks, George. This is so not like
No,
me.
I know. Sorry.
What? Why did you come up? How did you come up with an idea of filming it, like in the haunted house?
Like that.
Yeah, like that.
Well, with this record, I've made lots of records through my life, which I love doing. Really love making, writing songs and being in bands and stuff. So with this project, I decided to change my writing style and write songs as if they were short film scripts, so that I could forget about any kind of personal connection with them, and I could be really objective and write a character or a genre or an objective or whatever it is, and so all of the songs are all these different little stories, and then the next layer is videos. So the video has nothing to do with what the song is
That
about.
what gets under your skin is the
Yeah.
video really behind the
For
song.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
So yeah,
Mm.
creative.
I
Process.
love your music, Johnny, and going, from when you did cover band, we did the ad there in New Zealand with the Zephyrs.
yeah.
that sort of song. I mean, your music's is just as good as it's a proficient level. I mean, what do you call yourself? Do you
Thanks.
look at yourself as an actor or a musician or?
All
of the
of the
above?
above.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it all. It all comes from the same place. It's all, it's all the good stuff.
Do you
Yeah.
prioritize like what comes first and then?
No.
What-
So being in New Zealand, I think there's a few people in my position as well, where if you did one thing, if you were not just an actor, if you're an actor and you do a job and then you sit by the phone and you wait for another job, you go crazy, right?
Mm.
So you find something else to do. welding, teaching kids how to swim, you know, whatever that is. I'm just very fortunate that my other thing that I could go to was music. So do a bit of acting, and then in the meantime I'd be working on music, and then back and
So
forth.
it's all
back and forward.
artistic, kind of very
Yeah.
related.
And then a bit of directing too. Pretty stoked.
Nice.
All right.
High five.
High five.
High five.
Mark's just giving us the high five, or speak to the hand. I don't know which one it is. Kind of
Do
looks
you,
the
do
same.
you have much to do with the short film festival? Because you're saying you're talking about
Yeah.
like the 48 hours.
Yeah, 48 hours. That was
Ah.
the best. Yeah.
Did you go enter anything into the Auckland?
Yes, I've placed 5 times in that competition.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
But-
changed my life. That
Because when we
competition.
first met, you said, "Hey, I recognise you from somewhere." I
Ah.
also do 48-hour films.
Ah, fantastic. What's your
48-hour
team?
films. What are we called? The
Would you-
crazy green. Anyway.
What? Okay, wait. What
Jared has bad
film?
memory.
What film would I
This
remember?
year or last year, the last year that we did a film about a guy in a wheelchair, and I was a detective. I took out the best actor for that
Hey,
for Auckland Best Actor.
woohoo, like
And I'm just
that.
wondering if you were there.
I'm trying to think. What was the elements that year, or what was the?
Because we were there as
we
well,
were-
weren't we?
but what was the
Yeah,
character?
yeah.
You know, the character name. What was the
what the
character's
heck
name?
what was his name? Someone help me.
Flowers, Charlie Flowers.
Charlie
yeah.
Flowers. Charlie Flowers.
Charlie Flowers,
we
yeah.
didn't enter that year, but I remember going
Okay.
to the grand finals and
good.
watching the show,
Yeah,
and it was great.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good. It's a good curve for
Yeah.
learning how to make films.
That competition
Brilliant.
is awesome.
Amazing,
Ant
yeah.
Simpson
Just amazing.
is,
So well
is
run.
breeding a whole
Yeah.
industry of up and coming filmmakers.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I take my hat off to him.
Yeah. Now
we got.
we're going to go to
we're
a
lucky.
song. Eh?
We are.
because
We're
you're
lucky
gonna
enough
do a live
to
performance.
Johnny's brought his guitar in. What's the name of your guitar, Johnny?
Matilda.
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 Yeah, you're gonna
This
have a
is,
bit of a waltz.
Romantic,
This
romantic.
this is actually my work guitar. So this has just been sitting in the John and Ben office for
Is
the
it
last
just like a
couple of
stunt
years.
double, like a stunt guitar?
Dude, totally. Which
Yeah.
is like why I'm upset because I haven't got my nice guitar here.
Ah.
We'll make it work, but because
No, but it's
this
good.
thing's been like all around the world. Its neck got broken off. It's been re-glued. It's got old strings, but
I'm
it got
surprised
painted at a party.
John and haven't got to facing
good,
that.
yeah.
It's nice,
nice.
eh?
That's a pretty good painter who did that.
Now, Johnny, your new album's available this Friday, digitally download.
That's
Sleepwalking.
right. That's right, fans.
Yeah.
It's no, it's
The
Mark's
camera's
mum.
over there.
It's
Mark's
right,
mum will
Mark.
be
It's
yeah.
out on Friday. It's going to be on Spotify,
Yeah.
iTunes. It's don't worry about buying it. Just go listen to it. That's all I want. I want people to have a
Sleepwalking is your new single then.
listen. That's the name of the album.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
the new single is called Censored Video.
Okay.
Awesome.
Mm,
Which song are you gonna be playing for us? Yeah.
I'll play you a little bit of that, a short
Yep.
version of that.
Oh, cool, good, great.
Mm.
Now the music you're doing unplugged for us is it unplugged on the album, or what should we expect from the album?
The album is actually very layered, sort of
Yeah.
heavy, psychedelic kind of
Okay.
thing. But of course, beneath it all are songs that are written on acoustic
You've
guitar,
written them all on
piano,
acoustic. Do
and,
you-
and the iPad.
Do you play with the ivories as well, or
Yeah,
manage
yeah.
strings? Oh, good.
Yeah, I managed to play everything on the record except for the drums.
Oh.
I know not to play my own drums.
Yeah.
Got a fabulous drummer on board.
I'll set this up for you.
Okay,
Goodness.
we got Mr. Barker. Hey, Johnny, your IMDb blurb says John Barker. Kind of threw me off a bit.
That's my name, yeah.
Yes, it is, Joey. So
my
Johnny,
friends
yeah.
have called me Johnny for
And you-
a long time.
And then this project, you're under the name Monica Barker.
Barker, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Another friend came out and said, "Stop changing your name all the time. Use Barker." I was like, "Yeah, cool."
Excellent, bro. All right, we'll leave you to it. Let's groove it out. We've got a tambourine.
Feel free. You got a tambourine, a shaker. He said, "Help me out," but his hands are full. He lies to you like a poison pill. I tell the truth, let there be no doubt. My hands are full, but I help you out. He's a censored video with glasses hiding those eyes. I know when it comes to me, I step aside, smile and wave to the passerby. Oh, the fear of falling behind it creeps along the spine. She said she helped me out, but her hands hands are tied. She bends the truth just to make it slide. I'm serious as a heart attack. If you walk away, you better not come back. It's a censored video. Glasses hiding those eyes I know. When it comes to me, I'll step aside and smile and wave to the passerby. Oh, good rhythm. The fear of falling behind. How it creeps along the spine.
Excellent. Thank you, Johnny. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. Thanks for listening. That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's very cool. It's a very
Actually, that was no. I'm not saying that I was expecting something bad, but that was a lot better than I was. You've got a
That
good
was-
singing voice.
That was
Yeah.
not shit. That's great.
You've got a really good singing voice in this, in this forum.
Thanks.
It's really nice.
I like your
Sounded
originals,
really
bro.
good. I
Those
think it's going
originals
to
are good.
sound nice on the recording too.
Are you
Right
gonna
on, right
are
on,
you gonna
yeah.
be touring around supporting the music, or are you
Yeah,
just still busy working?
Well, we've just booked a show, and we're
Yeah.
going to do an album release party. I think it's late June, but you know.
Oh, it might
have a
clash
look
with
on-
Mark's birthday party in late June.
I know.
Mark, when's
that's,
your birthday?
Nice having a birthday, big one.
Big birthday party's even massive.
23rd June, you can't have it.
that's when we're playing, 23rd June.
No.
Wait,
No.
where are you having your party?
At my place. in
Oh my
Goodmark.
God, that's where we're playing as well.
Oh, good. Well, there you go. Yes.
Mate, we're going to be there.
Dilworth
Yulia,
building.
yeah.
Be there.
But yes,
Dilworth building.
if you want to come to not the Dilworth building, but to come
secret
to the
gig,
gig,
yeah.
then just jump on my Facebook page. It's Barker Music NZ.
Barker Music NZ. Thank you, Johnny
Just like
Barker. It's
Barker
been
Music.
awesome meeting you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, guys. Yulia?
We'll come to your opening.
Ooh,
Yeah, we really like it. Yeah.
Yulia's going to bring her
Hey,
mafia friends.
A lot of concerts have a lot of special effects and spooky things. Are you going to have that sort of because of the name of the album? I'm just thinking.
I'm hoping to.
Yeah,
I'm
you're going
hoping
to do that because
yeah.
you've been to Spookers a few times.
Oh yeah,
you did a big
I'll hire all the
horror movie,
spookers
yeah.
guys to come along
Yeah.
and sneak up behind the audience.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
No, we'll be into it. Yulia's into. We'll get one
Hey,
of our faces.
pleasure to meet you.
Excellent.
You
Thank you,
too.
Johnny.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Cheers, bro.
Pleasure.
Kia ora, bro. And that's us.
High
We're
five.
out for another episode of NZEP. We'll catch you guys again. Keep it real. Keep it on the streets. Until next time. See ya.
Cool.